Welcome back. New game, new rules. Okay. This goes out to the UFO community, and I got to make an amends to a buddy, but it's going to be your flowchart to success. And it's a limited time. I'm going to pick somebody quick. United States. Anyone in a UFO conspiracy theory who's into weird thinking but has sanity and common sense. And I'll give you a hint. You can be a UFO freak. You got to know pictures like looks like an astronaut's cleaning a lens on Mars, and that's kind of weird. Stuff like that. And you might not know the truth, and you might know the truth, and that's okay, but you're after the truth no matter what it is. In other words, if you don't like the answer, you're going to go, okay, what else? Not go, Mike, you're a messenger, I didn't like that answer. So, I'm going to first apologize to a buddy, and that's your flow chart to show you my personality. And you can wait and watch the video and see two bubbly people if he so chooses. I got a buddy in Canada, and I accidentally call him a chick, and you don't do that to a buddy with a girlfriend and a cat. And he's Ukrainian like me, probably wondering why we're getting slaughtered. So, I'm going to try to put a smile on his face and prove to him I'm Puff the Magic Dragon, dude. And I am your buddy and your bloodline. So I do owe an apology, and he is in the UFO business or conspiracy theory. And just so you know, he's into Bigfoot and I'm not. So we don't have to look, everyone's into this one's more interesting to me than this one. And that's cool. If you believe in them all and then you're adding a bunch of crap to it, please don't contact me. Nothing personal. I'm not looking to distort the truth. I'm looking to compress it to its true form. Now, I'm not going to wait for you. I'm in control. While you're copying me thinking that you're catching up, every single video I do will blow your ass away to infinity. You're at 1%, folks. Not even there. And I'm not being a jerk, but look, I had some seizures, smashed my teeth. A lot of people can't understand me. I'm not smiling. I'm certainly not bubbly. If you are the opposite of me, you're probably going to be filling your name out on the application. And I'm quite gifted. If you want my resume, go look at your application. That gives you a small example of my inversion gift. So I'm not bad. Now, I like married with children. And I'm sorry, I'm a straight white guy. Whatever individual personality or pronoun you have, welcome. I'm Ukrainian. We love everybody. But, look, she's cute, all right? Unless you're blind. You don't need a third eye for that vision. But she's funny. And I remember her doing a skit, and I thought it was called The Verminator. And she was like exterminating like pests. And this dude told me he hated fake news, and I was trying to use my crazy imagination to come up with a nickname for him because I forgot his. I did have brain radiation. I'm pretty stupid. But her name was the Verminator, and I kind of liked the name. But then I realized when I tell him the truth, I'm calling him kind of the B word, and that's not how you treat a buddy. So, dude, I apologize. And look, I used my inversion, and I'm going to say Terminator because you're so damn Kanuki friendly, it's ridiculous. But on the back end, you're a Terminator on data. All right, so I apologize and I changed your nickname, and I'm sorry for calling you the B word. And I told you I'm Puff the Magic Dragon and I got bit. I told you where my bite mark was. You should really look at the data. But anyway, he's got an advantage. From damn near day one of my videos 3 years ago, he followed me. He knows I contacted MUFON. He knows I contacted the sheriff in Oregon. Nobody told you. And I even showed him that in his area, I sent my data and got a thank you from the RCMP, whatever that is, and showed him. So this dude's way ahead of you. He's got data up the booty. But I owe him another apology. I unfortunately might have got a little bit too stoned, and he did mention a compliment, and I might have went overboard, but he told me, quote unquote, if you write a book, I'll be your first customer and I'll buy the book. Damn, dude. That's like straight up Canuck Ukrainian whack. He told me he appreciated me and he was willing to pay for it. But I went and got too high, and paragraph by paragraph, I wrote him a book, and I might have flooded his email, and I owe him an apology. However, if he's into conspiracy theories, I did write a codex, and I explained all the things in it to him, and he's the only one in possession of it. And I thought he liked comedy, and he was wacky like me, and I wrote a book called That Time I Tried to Bang a Toaster on a Spaceship, and I think he might have liked that one, and he's the only guy who's got it. So it looks like I treat people that are into conspiracy theories a lot better than you think, but he is an explorer like me, and I can prove it. He's looking for Bigfoot, he's looking in the bushes and the forest, right? That's a cool explorer, if you do it from afar and you don't have a gun sight on him and you're trying to bring in proof. And he's looking in the sky. I know that. I explained to him Thunderbirds and Spirits and Arcellas, and he's got the edge. And in the water, he knows my favorite animal, and he's looking there. So here's a dude that claims no native stuff, just Ukrainian, normal dude, but he's doing it hardcore native style, enjoying life. And to that dude that looks like a pale face but certainly doesn't act like one, he asked me about Bigfoot. He gets the exclusive. He can do any social media. He can call a TV station. He can do his own YouTube, whatever he wants. He's a free soul. He's a buddy of mine. So my apologies, Mr. Terminator. I hope you're laughing. And remember, only you know I'm Buff the Magic Dragon with this joke. You can't even disclose it. How's that for a whack hack attack? Without even doxing you. Look that up. Anyway. And thank you if you're supporting my country. I just want to say that. You don't have to do that to get in, just so you know. But don't be a dick and say we should just nuke the shit, please. So look, UFO people, here's your challenge. One person in the United States. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot Mr. Terminator. Wait. You forgot about your application. It's pretty strong. If he admits to me that he thinks I solved cattle mutilations with that proof, and I don't want the credit, but if he thinks that I did something good there and he wants to talk about it, I'll blast cattle mutilations too, and he's the exclusive. So UFO people, that's 2 solved that are huge. And this dude's highly interested, and you have no idea what Arcella is, and he already knows all the body parts. Because he asks questions, just innocently trying to figure it out. And you can make it sci-fi, but watch. Here's what I don't want you to do. This is the no-no where I'm going to get angry and you're going to go, what's wrong with that grumpy dude? You cannot say there's a galactic federation out there on UFO hotspots, UFO sightings hotspots, shit like that, and realize that if you're religious, there's probably, I think you guys have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, let's just say. And if you're a theist, it might be God, Mother Earth, the three-hearted people, stuff like that. And that's straight up Star Trek, Star Wars, Comic-Con. It's not right. Okay, so please be at least that pseudoscience-y and not be a hater or somebody that wants to disrespect God. That's not right to do in a UFO disclosure, and it's critically important. It's mandatory, just so you know. And if you don't know that, like you're saying, I'm going to be nervous, look, I'll help you, but at least admire this universe. If you're a UFO freak like me, that Fingers of God picture, every time I look at it, it blows my mind. And then if the picture gets clearer, it's even better. So look, here's the offer. And you do you, and I'm going to do me, and you can do anything you want. But look, I made an amends to a buddy, and I'm supposedly a jerk. My voice is going to go. I need to save it. I'm going back around my circuit, leaving the United States if you guys don't want to know the facts. If all you're going to do is gank it, goodbye. Nothing personal, go catch ballistic missiles. Because God's involved, and it's important. Now, you don't have to do that. You can do happy, joy, just the UFO stuff, but they're going to be asking some questions, all right? Such as what happens when they go over military bases with UFOs and turn off on and off nukes. Yeah, you might want to, that might be an interesting question you may have. Now watch. If I talk about artificial intelligence and you tell me how does it really work and where'd you get this and go for the gusto, I'm going to kick you in the balls. You have no clue where you're at on the timeline, and I'm not being a jerk. I'm the one with the timeline, the complete correct. It was given to me after I worked hard for it. You're going to disrespect me, my grandpa, God, and a whole crap load of people, including not limited to the deities, your Father, Son, Holy Spirit. What if they're all up there? Watch it. Now, I'm going to give you an easy task. You're going to prove to me, and if you're younger, you're going to whip this out. And here's bonus points, just so you know. And you don't have to be this. Remember, my buddy's into Bigfoot, and I'm not. And that's an exclusive. You lost it. And if United States wants it, just so you know, if he goes on a particular social media site, you may not be able to have access, because for him to see YouTube, I think he needs VPN. So, and don't forget, I know structure. Now, I'm going to ask a favor, and you don't have to do it, but I think this would show me over the top and you win. In other words, this is the hack. Okay? You have to have the interests of knowing, like, some of the timeline to be a UFO freak or have an interest, meaning, like, where do they come from or something innocent. And let me explain. I used to dive. I used to go into caves, and I treaded lightly. And you know how a P-trap works under a sink where there's water and there's air on each side? I would go underneath and be very cautious when I came up for air and quiet to see what was up. I tread lightly. Let's just say you get rewarded for that. If you have that innocent explorer and you can pop your head up and see something beautiful and go, damn, I've never seen that before, and it's got day glow, night glow, blah, blah, blah. Awesome. That's what I'm trying to do. And then you get to blast it off. Because, look, I'm not doing it. Let's get real. Okay? So here's the offer. If you have any of those interests and you just want to know the truth and you say, I don't give a crap what's going on. We got thermonuclear war going down here and disease, and I just want to know. Bang! That's a damn fine application to me. And you don't have to be right on your guesses. I'm not going to banter on you. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help you expediently. And it's easy 6th grade shit. And you'll be able to build damn near a pyramid at some point if you become buddies. But you got to do it with integrity and give credit where credit's due. And it's not all me. My favorite scientist sued NASA. You guys never talk about that dude. They called him a pseudo-scientist, and the government wiped him. And he was suing them for the data about the Thunderbirds. And then you got to ask me about panspermia and all kinds of other stuff. But that's not my credit. That dude did the work, so let's give the proper people credit and not frack the timeline. Not happening with me. If you want to lie and cheat and steal, you do it on your time, not mine. So, here's the hack. You want to win the contest immediately? One of two things. You're either going to talk about what I'm talking about here in a positive light, and you will have given some credit to somebody. And that's an easy way, but if you do it right and you have the right words and you're positive and you're smiling and you're excited, damn, that might beat me by a long shot. And your etiquette and choice of words is appropriate. In other words, you don't say Galactic Federation, and you don't go to Scott C. Waring and say every single blurry picture that's less than 200 dots per inch that represent 1 mile per pixel, and then say it's absolute proof, and then show a alien wiener and highlight it. That won't get you in, and that'll probably get God to kick you in your balls, and that's between you two. Just so you know. And that dude is so blasphemous and changed all the names. Look, if you want to know what not to do, look at the donut pictures and go through his site and see how many different names he had, and then don't come at me like that. That's what we're trying to fix. If that's what you're interested in, like keywords and in learning more, I'm your guy. If you're looking to make up extravagant words and this is a leak and you're not in the game. Okay? Now, here's the hack. I can do this, but I'm doing some other things. I knocked out making a deaf normal through tracking, OCD, and PTSD's coming, but I'm going with some natives to work with them first because I said the G word too many times. As soon as one of them tells me I'm a jerk for saying it too many times, I'm going to tell them the remedy. So hopefully they're not mad at me. But, and I'm sorry if I caused pain by saying that word too much, but I'm Ukrainian, so I'm in the middle of it. Watch. OCD. What's his name? He's the 80s comedian, and I said his name in the video. Howie Mandel has OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, and his kids have it. I can bang it out. All you got to do is post wherever he is on social media, and you young people will have an advantage because look, I'm on Facebook and YouTube, dude, so you got me beat. But I do know back burner channels, but seriously, I'm simple. Simple Simon. Simple servers too, but so watch. You get that in front of Howie, and anyone notices there that squawks about it, you hacked me. And I'll finish that job. And then if you're that UFO site and that dude happens to go, damn, he's going to have to talk about it. And look, I don't talk much, so he might have to interview with you and tell you all about it. And then ask you bullshit about UFOs. How about them apples? And I'm going to work with him, and he's going to screw his own kids up. That's on him. But you can see the video. I already made it. All you got to do is introduce yourself that, look, this dude's going to do a disclosure. I'm doing it. And here. Or say, keep UFO shit out of it. Because some wacky dude seems to be making sense and solving a bunch of stuff. And I think you should look at this. Something to that effect. Or just jam the video up their tush. Okay? Here's another hack. I made the deaf normal. Security. System. Okay. So, second hack is the girl that won on AGT, I think, or something like that, is completely deaf, had that beautiful voice, and she used computers. So this is for the non-UFO people or somebody who likes life. I think that show's kind of cool. And that was one of the big moments. Okay, kid. Kitty, kitty. Psst, psst. Psst, psst. Come here. Here's the second hack. Put the tracking part of making a deaf normal in front of her and see what she thinks. Wouldn't that be cool? She's already doing it. And dude, if she sees that, she's going to straight up gank that invention to death. So you're doing a good deed, and you're just passing the buck. And that would be immensely huge to me. So look, I'm really not that big of a jerk. And you come up with something. Prove to me you want to tell the world the truth. And look, if you're like Secure Team 10 or some jack-off like that, and I can go down the list. UFO Nut from MUFON in Colorado. If you're a Linda Moulton Howe horror fan who's milked cattle mutilations for 40 years, don't contact me. Nothing personal. And if you're a fan of whoever that geologist, be nice, actual scientist that beats me, LOL, I don't like Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, MUFON, nor their old pedophile leader. Now, that doesn't blank everyone else out because back east, MUFON has been kind to me, and maybe they're not aware that there's a huge corruption within their organization that takes my data from 3 years ago. You can ask Mr. Terminator about this. He'll tell you better. Oops. man, that dude's going to do a hell of a UFO disclosure, and I haven't told him anything of how I told MUFON. That's who you'd call in the 800 pages, and I solved it, and they didn't tell you. They showed 225 DPI or less. Huh, flowchart in NASA, what do you know? And there's a big story to that. They're ganking your data so they can gank people like me. So, if any of that's interesting to you, I will pump and dump somebody, and every time Secure Team and stupid-ass Scott C. Waring sinning his ass off and the Galactic Federation talk, you will be able to annihilate them with clean and clear and precision pure data every single time. So every time they do a video copying you, we'll rip their head off just like I'm doing, and we'll clarify things and embarrass them along the way and say, suck it, okay? And you can be a group of people, like with a website or whatever, that's fine too, but however you want to do it, okay? And I can Skype, but here's how the proper introduction should happen. Put it in the comments and either introduce yourself, tell me to look at something, or say something. It's up to you. Now, you want to wait? I don't know, but Mr. Terminator has probably been itching like herpes on the booty to figure out Bigfoot. And he deserves it. He really does. He's told me the truth and what he does, and he sounds like a dude like me. Like I just want to be a 6-year-old kid exploring, having fun. It's Arrested Development without the BMX bike, and it ain't bad, okay? And shooting butterflies out of your butt being in love ain't bad either, and I think the dude's doing fine. So, Mr. Terminator, I apologize for emailing you too much, and I apologize. I would not call you a chick, dude. I was working on that, and I apologize. I shot off too quick. I super stoned. My apologies. But my true flow chart is 3 plus 1. So you know the third, and you know the plus 1, and hopefully you like my magic trick. That's on pilot light, dude. So, if nobody wants to come forward, he's taken down, at the very minimum, Bigfoot. I know he's going there. He already knows cattle mutilations because I told him, but I can clean it up even more, and he knows my email. And that's done dish. He can email me at 2 in the morning. I could give a shit. He's earned it. And usually I'm up. But you do you, I'll do me. If no one in the United States wants to tell the truth or do it, we'll do it in Canada. And I'm done with the U.S. You guys do you do you. Keep changing the data and not giving credit, and I'll do it elsewhere. So it's up to you. Here's the contest. And I don't know how you in the world you thought you were in control of this, because they picked me and I'm gifted. So good luck on that crap. And you can see that data in the application. Now, I am a comedian too, and I try to sometimes cheer people up. And I thought I did the Mayan calendar a little bit of injustice, but I did make it burn the image that this is how you solve all the world's problems, by reverse flow charting. And I did put a numerical code into it that reprograms you for basic communications with an alien society, as you call it. So, if you win, you might get my email, and we can Skype. I'll do interviews with you from time to time, but you will not inundate me. A bunch of people ask you questions. I'd like you to talk about it and try to figure out what the true question is, and then hit me up. Be a little bit professional, and I'm not your magic genie where you're rubbing my crystal balls every 10 seconds with questions, okay? That's called telemessaging. We're not telemessaging here, okay? This way you get to see the beauty and get excited and pump the people up. Secure Team 10 and Scott C. Waring and Hotspot, what? Galactic Federation, what? Dude, go on there and check out some Swami Gami people claiming to have PhDs going to the Galactic Federation and coming back. And when you look at their PhDs and stuff and see what they've done in life, they certainly haven't made the death normal, banged out OCD. Certainly PTSD, come on. Do a UFO disclosure? Nope. Solve all the world's problems? Nope. Not talking about any of it. Kind of like those anarchists in Acapulco. I'm still scratching my head going, okay, Bitcoin's centralized, but one of you owns it, and you guys seem to be the cheerleading squad getting paid for it. So it sounds like a scam. And then if you get a bunch of it, everyone seems to get hacked. So I'm staying away from that type of stuff. And I'm not into politics. It's a push-pull system where nobody wins, and they're not even supposed to be here. And you don't have to completely believe that, but you at least have to have a damn idea that Christopher Columbus might have really did his cent. So there's bonus points. And if you're native, I mean, that might squish out everything if you're after true core values. But I'm going to try to pick somebody proper in the United States. A bunch of people start popping up, it'll go down fast because I'm not going to get inundated. But you wait and you do you. And guess what? If Mr. Terminator, he's taking a break, he had COVID. I hope you're feeling better, buddy. And I hope you're enjoying camping or your girlfriend or your cat. And the offer's yours. Unlimited. He gets it first until he tells me no. Give Bigfoot to somebody else. He deserves it. And if he wants to do cattle mutilations too, that's fine. That might be another episode. Or he might say, give it to somebody else, or he might get greedy. I could care less, but he's worked for it. So cattle mutilations and Bigfoot are banged out. Done. You guys talk about what you're talking about, and every time you think you got it figured out, we'll explain a little bit more and then make fun of you so that that's our comedy part. Or join the bandwagon. Okay? It's up to you. So, you do you, I'm going to do me, and this is called a true offer to you from my heart. So, bring it on, Donkey Kong. And look, if you're from the 80s and you're into like, if you know what a TRS-80, a Sinclair 1000, I was going to say a Commodore 64, but I'm an Atari 400 guy, or appreciated like having to put quarters on a stand-up video game where you didn't kill each other on Space Invaders and you didn't go outside shooting aliens and you made a buddy, that's bonus points. So there's a lot of different angles to hit me at, but I've already told you all the answers all about me, so you figure it out. And somebody might just say, tell me the damn truth, and I might just pick them after doing like if they gave me something to look at. So you do you, I'm going to do me, but you just lost out on cattle mutilations. F.U. MUFON. Linda Moulton Howe, this is dedicated to you, that Arizona gal that called me a pseudoscientist, that's a geologist, and UFO nut, you patented that? And kick God in the balls? Dude, you're an hour away. Come by my house. I'll let you know what I'm thinking. I represent God, buddy. I have no idea who you are, but I'll find out if the devil's in you. I'm a theist. And you are a complete sinner. My God. Some of you are jackasses, man. You're patenting things that are wrong. But if you're buddies with them and you see the light and go, hey, I smell something fishy, you might be in. Who knows? Open-mindedness and a little bit of willingness will get you a long way, and all you got to do is try. And if not, figure out where I'm disclosing in Canada, because my buddy might not want to do it in the United States. He might just want to do the Canuck. Who knows? His choice. And if he says no, maybe whoever does it, but I guarantee he'll go after Bigfoot. Anyway, Mr. Terminator, this video is dedicated to you. That's a time bomb. Time bomb inverted dragon's breath hack, in case you're wondering. Anyway, see you, buddy. I hope you're feeling better. And look, just post a message here. Don't go hacking me and shit or being a prick and trying to do it wrong. And if you have a question about me or is this a good idea, whatever you got. But anyway, however many categories in a conspiracy theory are, they're gone. And I'm the dude. Plus all the solutions, plus. You saw my application, so good luck. But 2 down, however many to go. This dude's pretty good. He might be asking me some other questions, so, and I might get in a good mood. And he is a buddy. So take your time. Thanks for watching. New game, new rules. Man, these videos are depressing. My God. Please don't kill yourself and play Russian roulette with a shotgun or a semi-automatic. That is highly not recommended. Seek professional medical help, and please reinstate mental health institutions in the United States, because somehow we skipped them out of a budget, then we did it again, and then it became the norm. And here we have it. And a couple people got finger doodled, and let's just smash it. And if you're an activist, by the way, it's bonus points. So, or at least have an active interest in saving the planet. I mean, shit. Anyway, new game, new rules. If you like the video and you just want to follow those videos and you're new to UFOs or spirituality or whatever I'm talking about or my inventions, the answers are there. I'm telling you where to go in Canada and who I'm going to be talking to in the future. And if you don't want to help, it ain't going to be hard for me to get in contact with those two people. I've just been a little bit busy. Put my stupid ass Superman cape on that's got a bullseye on my forehead. So, offers out there. You bring your game, I'll bring mine. And if you just want to follow and see the show, welcome aboard. It's going to get a little bit more exciting, and maybe I'll pull some of their videos over here if they want, or vice versa, or maybe I'll flip it and go inverted. They'll do a video, and then I'll joke around and do what I'm doing, watching their video, commenting. Then I'll give him a bunch of presents and send it over to him, and then he can put his face in while I'm doing the review of him, and we can straight up hack the internet and do stupid shit like that with YouTube. And shoot, I'll tell him how to convert YouTube or some crap like that if it hasn't been done. But you guys should have software that emulates a radio station on a computer through free phone numbers. There's your call in, and then you can do chat, and you can do emails, and you can do video, and then you can have a bunch of people on there like Skype, but make it set up like a radio station where you can have a couple hosts and then have people calling in and make it better. You don't have to completely dictate or do live or whatever you do, but have some game, please. Because my software is new game, new rules. Available as a huge upgrade on all symbiotic light ships. And I'm the fastest in this light sphere. So you're going to have to start learning some new stupid-ass definitions. This is not a universe, it's a light sphere. Anyway. I do have multiverse theory. Duh. Toodles. Thanks for watching. And look, if you're just here new and you're liking what I'm saying and you're going, damn, he's scolding some people for being sinners, you can just like and stick by. And if you're a hater and I'm bagging on you, like UFO nut seems to be on his knees at the moment with Elon Musk, one of them's doing one thing and one's doing another. Dislike. I'm not going to hide it. That's a victory to a gifted guy like me. More hates I get, I'm in heaven. And troll me. I'll boot you off the planet. We'll put you on Elon Musk's dead planet and then reveal all the animals, and then we'll call it the Animal Planet Channel. He'll go, damn, that thing looks like it can eat me. And we'll go, dude, he's running. Look, that thing's going to chomp on his ass. All right, so there's fun in the future. And look, if you're an Elon Musk fan, I do like a lot of his inventions. His kids are absolutely wonders of science, genetically engineered and modified. And look, I'm not going to bag on the guy, but he did say I wouldn't give a girl a pony on for a half and a half, you know, where you put the $100 on there. And then he did have somebody at his office say he's not a sex fiend. And then a little bit later down the timeline, he revealed that there were twins from another chick there that is an employee. So nothing personal. He just made a comment that people should stay out of their bedrooms. He was saying that towards other people. And look what he's doing. Woo! Kettle calling the world black. And if you like those Musk jokes, man, you're going to love me, because I'm going to straight up true Nikolai Tesla his ass. So if that you enjoy, you might want to mention that. And you got to mean it honestly. And if you're a fan, I'm a fan of his too, so it's not a loser. The rockets that come down that are reusable are pretty cool, but his technology sucks balls. And his car is just a remote control car without the remote, taken down to its core. They add the safety equipment, and then his Betamax crap autopilot that has 30 investigations for death by the NTSB, which means it's beta. He's not updating it. It's beta. He never got it right. And if he wants to come at me, I'll tell him how to do it right, including free power. So come play with me. And I'm going to challenge him quite possibly on feeding the planet, then kick him in the balls and do it myself without him. And don't forget, he said, I'm going to feed the planet, the hungry. I put that offer out there. Then he tried to buy something, and then he went after Twitter. Does Twitter feed the homeless? Is Twitter even that useless compared to feeding the homeless with starving children in foreign countries that we happen to be luckier than, that we forget about? So if that makes sense to you, big, big bonus points. Anyway, I'm blabbing. I sure don't know what I'm talking about, but if you look at my videos, and by the way, you also get access to the old site. And if you want to talk about those videos, you can too, and it's all UFO bullshit. And pictures galore. Not available. Looking for friends. I'm looking to sit on a park bench and make buddies where you're not knowing anything about me and you just want to be buddies and explore. Or you just put your quarters up on a machine, on an 80s arcade like Donkey Kong or Space Invaders, and you want to make buddies. That's my flow chart. So that's going to be the winner. Anyway, see ya. And if not, Mr. Terminator will do it. I guarantee you, if he's feeling up to it. But Bigfoot's his. Sayonara. You thought I wasn't in control? Look at my whack hacks. Toodles.